Hello and welcome to a video on the graphic comparison between incredibly low graphic settings and any graphic setting above it. I'm using a custom medium-high setting. The reason, firstly, this is going to be in a realistic battles no marker event, mostly because it's quicker to get a match at the moment with that, and also because it's no markers, it's actually probably a better video than simulator because I won't be relying on the minimap to spot enemy tanks. I will actually have to require to use just my eyeball. Therefore, the issue of foliage will be an even bigger deal. Sadly, it's Eastern Europe and not Carpathians. I did do an earlier attempt at this in Carpathians, but I ran into some issues with my fraps trying to record. So this video is a comparison of medium-high graphics with minimum graphics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play it live through on medium-high, and then I'm going to play the replay on minimum and see if there's anything I missed or would have had a better shot at if I had been playing on minimum. And the idea is to look at the two and ask the question is, how big of an influence is minimum having on the system? So it is realistic battle, so I do have a third-person camera, but I will try and stick to the simulator camera as much as I can, since this is a discussion primarily for simulator battles. But it could also be a discussion for realistic if they do decide to make no markers the standard setup for opposing teams in realistic as well. So in this mode, I am playing the M4A1 76mm. I just unlocked it, so I'm leveling it up, and I would do it in simulator mode, but like I said, I'd like to have the not have the markers on the minimap distract me, and on top of that, I'd like to actually get a game. It seems simulator battle matchmaking is going a bit slow at the moment. I think most people rather do no markers than markers on some of the minimap. So sadly, it is Eastern Europe, which means it's much more urban than foliage based, which is a shame. But I did do an earlier attempt at this, and I will say so far I'm still somewhat on the fence of this issue, and I hopefully will get good examples of it in this game. But if you haven't seen it already, there's a video by Sidestrafe kind of going into very detail what the issue is. In a nutshell, if you play on minimum graphics, the amount of foliage and details you see drop greatly, and it's very easy, supposedly, to spot opposing tanks because a lot of your cover is gone. And while it's an interesting video and I understand his points, I'm sort of mixed on it because he uses a custom game to show it. So primarily what he was looking at were AI tanks. And to me, a lot of... there is someone shooting at me there and I don't see them. Perhaps I would see them if I was not a tree there. Oh, I see someone. Perhaps if... yeah, that thanks moved in. Someone just nailed me from a distance. Perhaps in a game, I'm curious, with actual players. Oh, and I've lost. Shit, I have the RTB and repair that cannon breach because I don't have a repair kit. Let me see if I can see who the fuck it was that was shooting at me. Let me see. Yeah, that's her. Him that's shooting at me? I think it's him that's shooting at me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Make a run for the town. Make my way back to B to repair, because I don't have a repair kit for this. Yeah, I'm still on free repairs. He'll probably kill me in the journey, which would be a shitty thing because I won't have enough RP to respawn another tank. So, yeah, to me, the issue is I don't fully think that the low minimum thing actually is a major help, because I think, especially at the moment with the market, with the spotting system in War Thunder Simulator, that nobody treats foliage as cover. Ooh. Okay, I don't know where that shot came from. Where did that? Oh, that was Panzer IV from earlier, is it? Yeah. Oh well, that's me out of this. Well, at least it was short. We'll have a comparison look now, and I will record the replay, and we will have a look, see what's different. Okay, this is it now, back with minimum settings, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the HUD off, put it to player's view and put the HUD off, so that we don't have to see any excess details. And we'll have a look at how things look different. It wasn't a very good game for me. You know, you get bad games, and that wasn't a very good one, but it's a good one to see, since I was being fired on by tanks that I could not identify quickly enough, and there were a few bits where I looked long range and spotted tanks, and we see if I spot more now in replay with minimum settings. So let me just turn the HUD off. There we go. So it is vastly different, a lot more open, a lot less detail in minimum settings, and it is a replay system. Do I not see my turret? It is there, okay, I don't know what was going on. Turret just kept disappearing now and then, now it's back. And now it's weird. So maybe there's no third. Okay, there you go. So we'll ignore that. So where was I? Okay, side straits video and the argument of why I'm sort of torn on it, because to me at the moment, especially with the spotting system, I don't treat foliage as cover. I never make the assumption when I have a lot of foliage between me and an opposing tank that I am, you know, hidden from the enemy. I always assume, because of the overpowered spotting system at the moment, that regardless of how much tree and bush between me and an opposing tank, that they still see me on the mini-map. So actually that's an issue, but that's going away in the current system we're looking at. There is going to be no more mini-map spotting, hopefully, if the experiments are a success and they decide to go with it. So it will become an issue then, but at the moment I think the spotting system sort of goes against it. Oh, I'm going to turn the HUD on actually, because it's going to give an unfair advantage every time I zoom in. So I'm just going to take these away and keep it like this. So I can keep the overlay when I zoom into with the scope. Yeah, there we go, I want to keep that. So I also don't think the low detail actually helps a lot at really long ranges, because I think even at medium to high settings, the details of things like grass and so on do drop at really long ranges. So it could also be an issue that maybe on maps like Jungle it is a major issue, while a map like Eastern Europe it's not so much an issue. But remember, I start having someone firing at me now in a minute here, and I start looking for it. So I didn't see anything initially when I looked over here. So I'm scanning the horizon and I still don't see anything. We got the old view restricting fog to help that. See, someone is shooting at me. Do I see the person who shoot this time? Because I didn't see the Hetzer for quite a bit of time initially. I can see the shots, but do I see the Hetzer? Right in the comments, if you see the Hetzer. I didn't really see him. Now I do see a tank in a minute here when I look over a bit to the right. I spot Panzer IV H. Let's see if there's anything other than that. Yeah, I see the tree getting knocked. There's the Panzer IV H. So that's pretty much the same. There's not a major difference there. And that's when I start getting hit by the Hetzer, and I start moving, thinking he's somewhere around ahead of me, but I'm not 100% sure where. And that shot kind of gave me an idea of where to look. Unless there was another tank shooting, because I see the Hetzer shooting. Oh, at long range, I saw him there. I saw the shot. I don't know if I saw the shot in full detail. I'll have to have a look back in comparison there, because that may be a thing. But that was more the shot, and because I knew roughly where he was, I knew where to be looking for it. Yeah, so there's the Hetzer, about the same amount of detail as it was in the other mode. Like, still standing at the same amount. No foliage blocking him in either versions. spots where I can screw up my turret further, and then decide to turn the base. So we can see the Hetzer shooting me now. I got killed from someone in the city. Let's see if I can see anyone in the city when I look forward that I could have avoided driving into their very clear view. So directly ahead of me, I'm seeing no difference. Oh, I can see gunshots, so that's new. That's legit, but that's, I'm going to question whether I was paying attention. Again, it'd be another thing to look back at the previous video and see if I actually could see those in the rewatching the video. Are they standing up because it's low, or are they standing up because I'm no longer in control and I'm just observing? And then this is where I get shot in the side. Nope, next street I think. So I'm going along. I don't think minimum or max settings really helped in the difference there. Yeah, I don't think, but again, it's an urban environment. We'll do a few more videos of these and comparisons and see how they weigh up against each other.